All right, well, welcome back. Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Did I miss time? All right, so
You
welcome
did,
back
but it's
to
okay.
yet
Fuck
another episode of the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. Sean and Dane are with you as always. And with us are two of our favorite all-time guests. Champs are here.
The champs are here.
Champs are here.
Here we go. Miranda Coy and Dool-Griswold or Dool-Griswold. I'm sorry, I wasn't sure which one.
Dool-Griswold.
Dool-Griswold. Okay, gotcha.
Dool-Griswold.
As in the
We gotta
cornhole
start calling
community.
her Dool-Griswold, everybody.
All right,
Every
I know, but still in the cornhole community, you're still Lori Dool. All right, let's be serious. So everyone's gonna know
brand.
Coy and Dool, like it's a household name. First of all, before we get into anything, congratulations! Like,
Hell
god damn,
yes.
yeah. Like I was pulling for you guys so hard
We
to pull
finally
that
got
off.
it, man. We
Hell
did.
yeah. Okay, can I right off the bat? Was it a little extra sweet winning it over Cheyenne?
Yeah. Well, no, I just think the team in general.
Team in
'cause
general, okay.
We played them in 2023.
Okay,
First time we had ever made like the finals.
Gotcha.
And I felt like we were like gonna win back then, and then we lost, and I was like, oh, so now we have to keep like fighting to get back there, and like kept getting second and then second and then second.
I gotcha.
And finally made it back there. Come to find out it's the exact same team. And so it made it that much sweeter to be able to like climb that mountain, play the same team, and come back and beat them. So
No, that's exactly what like every like just monumental win comes back to.
it was like a
100%.
movie.
Yeah.
It was.
It
like
was.
that's exactly like that's what you dream
Maybe that's
about.
the first,
you
like,
want
actual
to win
good cornhole
against
I was
the
literally
people
gonna say
with
that.
you.
You guys could be like the first cornhole movie.
Well, we
We
should
should
say
be, and we
first
should
good
be.
cornhole
And we
movie.
should be.
Because I do have the Lords of Cornhole, which
Yeah.
I did watch, by the way. I don't
Is
think
it
I ever
terrible?
told you that. Oh,
Is
it's
it?
so good.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, correct.
But yeah, it was good. Definitely satisfying for sure.
Well, I mean, I know you guys have like obviously we've talked about it on the show before. You guys have a history with a certain player on the other team. Like Sarah's like one of those people's like it's hard to like not like her because she's just like quiet and seems like pretty
Yeah.
nice and pretty chill and doesn't really like say a whole
Yeah, I
lot.
feel like we love Sarah. I mean, Sarah's like a Florida staple and
Yeah.
a pretty like decent friend for us. So
100%.
nothing against her at all, for sure.
Were you guys surprised at all that the crowd was like so one way in that finals?
No.
Were you?
Okay.
I was. Personally.
yeah, that's
Yes,
why
I
I was a little
was.
bit.
Wait,
Yeah.
you were surprised because I
Yes, I was.
Okay, why?
I was. Because I thought that, and I thought maybe, in the off chance after Cheyenne had left,
Yeah.
I'll give you that because I do feel like
that I thought
Yeah.
maybe, like, the script has flipped a little bit,
yeah.
and then it didn't. And then I realized very quickly that it didn't. And honestly, I loved it.
I know
So
you did.
every single person who was back there cheering against me, thank you so much, because that put me in a whole different mindset, and I loved it.
You 100% belong in Buffalo.
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
that
Thank
same
you.
like Cleveland energy.
did.
It's like I'd rather have that
Yeah,
fuck
that's
you
cold
energy
weather
than
energy
cheer
for
me,
sure.
you know?
That's
Yeah.
like tough
Yeah.
skin energy for sure.
100%.
I think you even said you were like, I didn't feel locked in until I felt everybody cheering against me, and it was like the motivator I needed.
Yeah.
I didn't, because like you could hear the announcers,
Yeah,
right? They
it's so
were right
annoying.
here on me, and you could hear every single word that they said.
Yeah.
And
See, isn't that
honestly,
closer to
it
me,
was
aren't they? So,
no,
or are they
no,
closer
they're
to
right,
you?
They were right by me.
Okay, because I can never hear them. She's always like, I can hear the announcers. I can never hear them.
This is the first time on national television that I've heard the announcers, and honestly, it was terrible, as I will tell you on pretty much any other broadcast.
Because they were the
unless
first ones
you're
to bring up,
gonna be a professional-
you using the whole clock.
Well,
Yeah.
okay,
They were the
fine.
first ones to bring it
But
up.
like, unless you're gonna get professional people to come out here, other than Jeff McCarriger,
I was going to
come
say,
out
yeah,
here,
Jeff, we love Jeff. No tea, no shade against Jeff.
no,
we love
tea, no
Jeff.
shade, no. Unless you're gonna get professional people to come out here and talk while I'm out here throwing a bag on national television, like I can't.
I just think there's certain biases that, like, with the level of professionalism, you lose that a little. Where there's not, like, Jeff doesn't have this, like, intense bias for or against anybody. And I think the higher up you go up that ladder, and then you get to Jeff, somebody who is just so, like, unbiased. I think the lower you go on the ladder, you get the exact opposite of people who have obviously people that they want to win and people that they want to watch play all the time and always put them up on the live stream. So I think we just have dealt with it for a really long time and have just like kind of grown to expect that from
Absolutely.
certain announcers
And, like,
for sure.
To hear that on the national spectrum,
That was surprising.
so difficult to deal with. And then once all of that got kind of silenced out, I was in, and that's it. All Sarah had to do was miss that last bag, and that was it for me.
I knew when she missed, I was like, okay, it's over. But then a part of me also was like, God, give me one last chance to just get one last piece. You know, I was like, give me one chance to get one more piece. But I was glad that she got to be the like final nail in the coffin, and
It seemed fitting for that match.
It really did.
Yeah,
100%. You killed it, and you just don't give me the last bag. I think that we've realized that over the course of
you don't want to give her the
matches.
chance to win it, because I would say 99.9% of the time you do. I honestly cannot pick out a single time where like someone has given you the opportunity to win the game and you haven't like finished.
Not on a national.
Now I have done that point. Like I just need to make all 4, and I throw a 10. I've done that before, but I think with you are 100% the closer. And
not on a national stage. Like, don't give me the opportunity to win the game and not take advantage of it. Right? And that's exactly what happens. I mean, it's been almost every single time.
Yeah.
So
I mean, not to toot your own
I hate to say it, but
no, you can say it. You say it loud and proud. Shit, you guys are world champs. You can say what the fuck you want.
Colorado.
You scream that and jump on a plastic table.
Colorado was me.
Colorado was you. We were round limited. The original one that we won in, what was it, Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
Yep.
We were round limited. I had the last.
Was that the bag brawl?
Round. That, I don't remember. It was back when they were named like that.
Yeah, I thought it was the bag brawl.
Yeah, so we played, the first one was Milwaukee. It was round limited. I got the last round, which typically I feel like I start and you finish.
Correct, but I think I won.
We don't get to determine that a lot on TV, though.
Oh, is that right?
When you round limited, what end we start on.
I think I won
really?
the finals against Sarah Cassidy.
What for
the bag brawl?
No, that was something that was Texas. That was Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Okay.
What was our second?
No, it was New York.
No.
Okay.
Different tournament. What was the one we won before Colorado?
You can tell their partners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell they
What was
play
the
a lot
one we
of
won
cornhole
before
too.
Colorado? It
Good
was
Lord.
Milwaukee the first year. We won one, and then we won in Colorado. Colorado was the third, was it? Oh no, New York was the third.
New York.
We did play them, but it wasn't round limited. I was talking about something different.
Gotcha.
Right,
But we did play them. We were down like 11-0 in the doubles game, and then you took a timeout, and because I was not throwing very well. I think I got the nerves there, where like luckily I got over it, and then when we went to play on TV, we
correct. But I think I sank the winning bag.
Yeah,
but
I think so. Probably. I don't know.
I will say that I've done it against Elizabeth Tennyson when I played, me personally, in Texas.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right? Like last winning bags, and then I hit the last one on Gina when we were in Colorado.
Okay, so record straight. She has hit every one of the last shots.
She's like, how dare you,
were right.
fan.
Give me the last
She
bag.
said,
Don't give me a
"Don't get
99.9.
Don't
That's
give me the
100.
chance to win it."
For sure. I had an absolute blast watching the doubles broadcast. So I'd been in an amusement park all day with my kids and my brother and sister-in-law, and they all came back and they were at our house. We finally get the kids to bed, and it's like, I think 11 o'clock, maybe almost midnight. And my brother-in-law's like, you want a drink? And I'm like, yeah, obviously. Let's rip open some beers. And I'm like, all right, are you going to be completely bored if I put on cornhole? He's like, well, can you just explain to me like kind of like backstories and stuff? I'm like, easy. So like it was easy, like with the like Trzynski with the line, like the line, stepping over the line, getting penalties. Like, the guy stuff was okay.
It was crazy. When I watched it live, I didn't think that he went over the line, but when I watched it on social media, and they zoomed in,
100%.
Okay.
It was a good
Don't
catch.
know how he spotted that so closely, but
correct.
Good call.
It was a great call from Michael.
That's why they're the refs. All right?
And then we got to your
100%.
We got to your match, and like I had so much fun trying to explain the backstory of like why this match meant more than just like what it was. And it was so fun. And my brother-in-law was so into it, and he's like, so who are we cheering for? I'm like, well, Coy and Dool, obviously. Like I just explained this to you. Cheyenne left ACL. Like, and that's why I was so
Yeah,
surprised.
I really thought it was going to be, because that to me was like the
Yeah, dude, it
the
shocked
storyline.
me,
It's
man.
like,
It
all right, she
really
I will
did.
say around the venue the day before when we were out playing, it felt very, everybody's coming on to us like, hey, we want you guys to win. We want you guys to win. I want you guys to win. Like, whatever. I want you to win or I want Lori to win or whatever. So I also kind of felt like, oh, the crowd's with us for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Advantage.
Like, felt a very, yes, very much home field advantage, which I don't feel like we get a lot.
Yeah.
Except for like New York. New York was like the ultimate home field advantage because we're in like basically her backyard.
Yeah.
But like we don't ever really get that with me. We did in Chicago, but we didn't make TV in Chicago. Was that my rookie year? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we haven't gotten that like feeling except for New York. But I was like, oh, it'll be home field. No.
Yeah.
Not really.
I was utterly shocked. And my brother-in-law's like, he's like, are they like,
They're
what's
cheering
going on?
against
I'm
them.
like, I don't really know what's going on, but like, it makes me want to pull for them even harder.
Yeah,
And like,
100%.
I think it becomes a very polarizing thing. You either really want to pull for us or you want to like join the rabble.
and
It's
I
like
don't,
one or the other.
I guess I don't understand. Like the moment of the match was when you called a timeout when the crowd started counting you down, and it was no
Incorrectly,
secret.
might I add.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. And I don't understand like what everyone's problem was because you have a shot clock for a reason. If you want to take 15 fucking like, let's go back and watch Damon Dennis's match. Do you
Yeah.
think he was taking like 5 seconds to throw a bag? Like no. But like just because you were using it as a strategy of some sort, like
I
that's
mean,
okay.
were you though? Can you set
It's-
this
it's called
Can you
gamesmanship.
set the record straight? Was it a strategy,
Of course.
or is that just
I just think that's how long you've been taking
Yeah.
the throw.
First and foremost, I've always
She's
taken
smiling.
so much
She's
time to
smiling.
throw.
She's smiling.
Second of all, I'm the reason why there is a time clock. First of all, in general, in the
Okay.
ACL. So let's just set that record straight. But yeah, I feel like I wanted to take my time. They are like
They're
just
formidable opponents, so I think taking your time was smart.
correct.
Yeah,
And
and if that's your rhythm, that's your rhythm. I mean,
Yeah.
But it was just, I'm going to be honest with you, at the beginning of the match, I was so nervous. And I told Miranda at the very beginning, like, the entire, like, day, 2 days,
I didn't realize
like-
how like
I was so nervous.
So how long did you guys know you were going to be playing on broadcast? Like when was the women's
So we on
doubles like?
Thursday
we won
night.
Thursday,
Oh shit.
and
Okay.
then we didn't play until late Sunday.
Yeah, that's tough.
Saturday.
Early, sorry.
Yeah,
Saturday,
yeah, that's
sorry.
tough. That's very
I was
tough.
so nervous because, like, you want, like, that's the draw that you want, right? Like, they're the ones who beat us. That's
I
exactly
thought it was
who
going to be
you
Sam and
wanted
Gina
to
for
be.
sure. And
100%.
when we won our bracket, I was like, I don't know if they're done yet, which they had been done far before we were.
Okay.
But I was like, oh, is it Sam and Gina? They were the 1 seed. And then to see that it was Cheyenne and Tara, I was like, oh, okay.
It was like it was too
Little
perfect
tastier, I
though.
like that.
It's like it had to be that though.
That's-
You know what I mean?
yeah,
For,
I
it wouldn't have
really
meant the same. It would not have meant the same if
No,
you guys
it
were
wouldn't
going
have.
against.
It still would have meant what it meant for us to win
100%,
the
yes.
first one.
Correct.
But I think it would have meant less because of like who we got to play and who we got to beat.
Social
Like,
media
added
would not
just
have been
that extra
buzzing as
cherry
much.
on top.
It wouldn't. Social media would not have been going crazy if it would have been against Sam
I do
and
think
Gina.
there still would have been this like a good like chunk of people who just are gonna have negative opinions. I mean, I
course.
think the internet's a very like hateful place.
Yeah.
It can be a great place, don't get me wrong, but it can be a very hateful place too. I mean, I'm sure we've all experienced it.
No,
I know
for
you
sure.
have. So I see like I could still see people like no matter what being like, oh well, we hate them anyway. It's fine.
But they didn't earn it, right? So at least
We
at
got
this
that a
point,
lot. What like in
we-
New York that we
Yeah,
didn't earn it,
we didn't earn it.
Oh no, Colorado. We didn't earn it. We didn't earn. There were a couple of times we got that from certain people's family members on Facebook, and I always thought that was so funny. Because I would never ever let my family go out and like make comments. I've always been very clear. Like you keep your tribe locked in. Like you guys don't make comments on anything. You don't go on Facebook. You don't ride people.
Your dad is very respectful on Facebook.
Yes, and
He's
I
got
was
your
very
back, but
clear
he's
with
always
them,
been
like,
very respectful.
if I ever catch you making like a comment or something, like we're gonna have to have a conversation about it. Like, let's just be respectful. Like, I don't want to do that, right? It's always very funny. There's certain people's family members that just go out and spout off whatever they want about us and they're just completely unchecked and no one cares. And I just think it's very funny.
Or
That it-
create new Facebook accounts.
Yep, that's happened. We've had people create fake Facebook accounts, which
Well, now
by the way,
anonymous
Yeah, the
posters
anonymous
are the new
posting
thing.
is
It's
so
just so
fun.
such a
before
joke.
anonymous posters were a thing, people were making fake Facebook accounts to go comment. When we would win a national, they would make like this like BS Facebook account that's like some random man. I don't know if you know this. There is a way to go see whose email is associated with your account. So
Oh,
We
I
know.
do know who it is.
We know
It's just
who
like
it is.
every anonymous poster on Addicted to Cornhole. I just want to let you know, like, I know what you're. I'm not an admin, but I have my ways.
Yeah.
and I
know who you are.
who you are, and I'm gonna
I
start.
just think if you're gonna say it, like kind of like what
Say it with your
you
chest.
said in the past, like say it with your chest.
Absolutely.
100%.
That's
If you're
that's
gonna
my
say
whole
it,
thing.
be about it. Don't
Be about
say
it.
one thing on the internet and say another thing to our faces. Like, stay consistent across the board. Have your opinion. That's fine.
There's too many people in the world not willing to be a hater any longer. It's like you're allowed to be a hater.
We're all
At least
hiding
it
on
is
our
what it
keyboard.
is.
Let's go talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Back in the day, at least people used to have to go through the trouble to create a whole Facebook page. Now it's like you can just click a little box and says like, I want to be anonymous. Like that takes no effort.
Yeah.
At least so like guys like in the like Addicted Corner, like Stanley Step Over. As annoying as he can be at sometimes, like I still respect the fact that you cared enough to like create a whole persona to go with it.
Yes.
Now, like if you're
You
like
carried it for
if you're
years.
like Sad Llama 69 on like Addicted Cornhole, like you're a fucking loser. And
Yeah, stand behind
I
it.
promise you, I'm gonna find out your name because I already called out a few of them like on our post the one time.
You did.
Like every single person. I'm like, I'm gonna start naming people by name, and then maybe that'll get you to stop.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
like
but-
they need to stop it. It's
Listen,
ridiculous.
even if you're using your own name and then all of a sudden when we win and then you switch your whole demeanor and then you say completely different things about like, oh, I hate Lori Dool and Miranda Coy, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know what, I respect them.
No,
Like,
what was
don't.
it? It was
Don't.
I'll
Like,
root
don't.
against anybody or I'll root for anyone who's playing Lori Dool. And then 2 or 3 days later is then rooting for us to win women's doubles.
After,
So I just
no, it was after we won. Then we're changing our entire tone.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
our tune
earned a
got
fan.
This league, like I can't.
You
Just
earned a
don't.
fan. Just take it for what it is.
I had a
Just don't.
dream. I
Just
had a
don't.
dream that I wanted you guys to come on last week and read the dramatic readings for our segment of all the ones that were negative about
Put
you
'em up.
guys. Like
I'll read 'em.
I thought it would have been so good, but like you don't need it. Like you only get haters if you're making it.
yeah.
Right? If you
I
guys
think we've
were if you
been-
guys weren't taking 6th place in every women's bracket, you wouldn't have a single hater out there.
Exactly.
No.
Right.
We didn't even start accumulating, and you've always really said this to me because like I used to really let it get to me, and now I've like much more accustomed to social media, and frankly, people were like, "Oh, don't look at what the internet." I'm like, could not care less. But honestly, couldn't care less. But you've always said like, people didn't hate us when we were, not getting second in our bracket
Exactly.
or third in our bracket or winning the nationals or things
Yeah.
like that. People didn't hate us then, like back when we were losing. They, hate us because you ain't us, I guess. I
No,
don't know.
100%. And
It's because they ain't us. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Can we have the
100%.
conversation that since Miranda Coy and I have teamed up, we have come in nothing less than second in our bracket in women's doubles, and that's
At
why people don't like us.
Yeah.
At Worlds, yes.
Wish I could be across the board. This year we did.
It's
This,
not-
this year in women's doubles, outside of winning the world championships.
Absolutely not.
We
But
should.
like, why do you think that people come for us at Worlds? Because
Yeah.
we're successful,
I think it's a
Yeah.
mindset thing too. I think
and that's it.
it depends on like, what's going on. We both had a lot going on in our lives this year. Like, moving, I moved, she moved. We're, navigating not being, living together, living in the same city and like, all the like things around all of that. And then also just like, graduating college, doing all of these like different big milestones.
Okay, first of all, you
there
don't
were-
just gloss over that.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Miss
I was going to get to
MBA.
it. Yeah.
Miss
With her MBA today.
All right, so that's like
MBA.
badass stuff right there. Congratulations.
Thank you. But yeah, we I think we just had a lot going on this year. And so it was like, a lot of that, like you got to gloss over it. But there were times I was like, man, like, are we gonna win again? Like, did we come back to just like to sit here and lose? And I like sat down and I was like, talking to God and talking to whoever would listen, like, hey, like, there's no way that like this is like God's plan was for us to come back after we won 2 nationals to just lose all year.
I mean, obviously, when you guys were roommates and stuff, it's like
Takes it.
you're obviously gonna play together. When
Yeah.
all these changes coming up, did you guys ever cross the bridge of being like, hey, maybe it would make sense to like go a different direction with somebody like local or?
I think,
Never.
I mean, locally,
Locally,
yes, like regional
Yeah,
things
of
like that.
course.
I'm not gonna fly up to New York for a regional.
Obviously.
I will fly for the New York Interstate. Give me the date. But no, like national wise and in women's doubles. I mean, I wouldn't consider ever playing with anybody else. Now, if one of us chose to potentially walk away or not continue to play in the league anymore, then that's a different conversation. But as long as we're both still playing, we're playing together. So
awesome.
that never crossed my mind. But I think being so close and kind of like just really like, I mean, living together for 5 years, it was like a scary thing. I was like, oh, is our relationship going to change because we have this like big distance between us now? And it really hasn't. I like tried to not bother her for the first few weeks. I like wasn't calling. I would answer her texts. Like I'd call every once in a while, but like I wasn't like calling her every day. And then she was like, so like what's going on? Like,
did you think she was mad
you're
at
not
you?
talking to me
Yeah.
anymore. So now we're back to our daily calls. We used to when I lived at home, we would FaceTime and we would sit there and watch TikToks on FaceTime and we would send the videos back and forth.
There we go.
Like we wouldn't even talk.
No.
So obviously big changes happen. So Miranda, you're in your first like big girl apartment by yourself. Like
Yeah.
how is that? Like
I
living by
first
yourself?
sleep by myself.
We're here.
We're here in my big girl apartment. No, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
They helped me kind of tour and see everything. I reviewed all the contracts myself and luckily know a good bit about contracts, but yeah, it's been good. I really enjoy it. I love my job. I work in a fantastic environment and wanted to stay primarily because of that.
Top 10 bar
In the country.
in the country.
Oh yeah.
By USA Today.
USA Today.
So what do you do for them?
So I work as a bartender and in bottle service. So
Sweet,
kind
okay.
of like a jack of all trades
Yeah, yeah.
situation. But yeah, I'm there every day. Outside, we're not open on Mondays and Tuesdays. So that's my weekend. But
Oh, yeah.
Top 10 bar in the country.
I am there all the time. I love it.
their location.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Yeah, our
Sweet.
location specifically, which is really cool because we're a big like conglomerate. So
Great.
it was very
Hell yeah.
fantastic.
Love
And
it.
she was one of the first bartenders.
I was
they
one of the
hired.
first people hired. So
That's how you do it though. Get in the ground floor and work your ass up.
yeah.
I like
That's
it. Hell
it.
yeah.
No, I
Grind.
worked very, very hard to get where I am
Yeah.
and to do what I can for the business. But
You have the
Yeah.
personality for that though. I get it. It's like it's
I
customer
will
service
say,
versus
they
first.
love it. They love it when you.
Does she?
When I'm in a really good mood, it's great.
Yeah,
When
but
I'm
see,
in
some
a
guys
really
like the
bad mood,
bitchiness though.
reason
Some
it's
guys
also
like the
great.
bitchiness. Like you should be my wife. Like you know what I
They-
mean? Like
People love
some guys
to
like that.
bully.
Yeah.
They love it when you bully them a little bit,
100%.
which I wasn't anticipating.
Yes.
So,
100%. Yeah, everyone you got
He's
different
right
strokes
up,
for
he's right
different
up
folks.
that alley.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like
He'd
that's,
love it. He'd be like, I'll
like-
buy 3 bottles. Thank you.
I could
Call
like
me an asshole
30
one more
bottles.
time.
yeah,
Thank you.
well, it's not
if
even
you want me
that.
to buy a table, let's buy a table.
I always looked at it more of like a challenge. You know, if like they're automatically nice to you, it's like, all right, well, like that's fine. Like I want, it's
Yeah.
almost like I want to try to
Cheapens
win
it
this
a
one
little
over.
bit, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so most of the time I'm in a good mood, but if I'm having an off day, like I've gone after I lost a regional, and I'm like, God, I don't even want to be here.
Imagine. I can only imagine.
My fault.
So Lori,
No,
obviously,
it was when I lost with Anthony. That
Lori,
was
last time we talked, I think you were still a dual, but now you got 2 names. So
I
like,
am.
okay,
You have 2
so let's girl out for a
so
second.
she's
So
legally Lori Griswold.
No, I'm
Shout
not.
out to Ron.
Yeah.
so
she's
I know
legally
I found you on
I
Facebook.
like
You
it.
were still friends. It's fine.
But
Tell us about the wedding and stuff. Like, it's just like how's life in Buffalo now and all the stuff, and
Are you ready for the
Come on.
season? Like,
Yeah, come on.
what's going to be happening?
give us all the
We got married
details.
a couple of days after Christmas.
Hell yeah.
The day before the Bills Eagles game, and so
Love
that
it.
was like
Of course.
that was kind of the reason why we got married that day. But it's fine. We went to the
No
Bills
big deal.
game the next day.
it was awesome.
It was horrific.
You can't gloss over. First of all, she looked amazing at her wedding. Like worked out twice a day for months. Looked fantastic. Absolutely killed it. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I cried, and I'm not a crier.
I picked up my wedding dress the same day I got to hang out with Jim Kelly. So like,
That was-
that was, like, meant to
kind of a
be.
thing.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
How
We
is
met
Jim
Jim
Kelly doing
we were
now?
Like, should we go wedding dress?
Should we go wedding dress
Is Jim
shopping?
Kelly like
So we
doing
did. We went
well?
across
Okay.
the street, got some mimosas, and went and bought a wedding dress.
Yep. that was the thing.
I don't think they keep up with Jim Kelly's health status.
No, I know, but like he was sick for a while. Like, didn't he have like throat cancer or
No,
something?
yeah, I think so, but he's
Yes,
good now?
but he's good. He's
Okay.
good.
Okay, good.
Love it.
He's good.
Hell yeah. Bernie
Good. It was
Kosar
like a
still
meet
hanging
and
in there
greet
for
kind of
us. You know?
thing.
That's the pen from you.
Yeah.
I think it's my
It was
lucky
like a
pen.
meet and greet kind of thing, and then here we are. Anyway, yeah, we got married in December, and we decided to move back to Buffalo. So we built a house, and
It is
honestly,
a beautiful house.
It's a
It's
stressful
beautiful.
process, is it not?
Pardon?
Building a house is a stressful process.
It was kind of stressful. However, it allowed us, like, from January till June to figure out how to move back to like the Buffalo area. And I think it was a lot less stressful than just figuring out how to buy a house and move back.
That's fair.
So it turned into like a 6-month process
Yeah.
instead of like a 2-month process. So we really enjoyed it, and my niece and nephew love it, and my brother loves it. My parents love it. So
I'll be
That's all-
visiting during the warm months only.
yeah,
Yes. So
No,
when you
January,
heading up
December
soon?
for
It's
me.
actually
No.
the perfect friendship though, because like you can obviously if it's cold, she could come down and see you, and then when it's
Yeah, this is my
Way
vacation.
too
This
hot.
is Lori and Ron's vacation home.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
yes.
Also doubles as my actual apartment.
Now,
But
Lori,
so
Lori, can you earmuff it for just a second for us? Miranda, do we approve of is it Ron? Is that what you said?
oh, I love Ron to death.
Okay, good.
Ron is
I mean,
my
obviously she's not going to accept him unless you're the best
No,
friend.
no.
He's been around for years.
So Ron has been the funniest thing ever. Ron has actually been like one of my greatest friends. Like I remember when we first met, and he's just so funny and like personable, and like I always say like he's like a golden retriever. He like can talk to anybody, and he's like kind of just like a stress relief to be around. Like he's just an enjoyable person,
Yeah.
and he genuinely is like one of my greatest friends, and will continue to be one of my greatest friends.
That's awesome.
And he's been around for years.
He has been around
Yeah,
for like
let's-
3 years.
I'm not trying to let people know in your business. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true. You are very private.
That's
But no,
true.
Ron
Try to be.
Ron is fantastic. If you ever see Ron at a tournament, be sure to talk to him. He's just
I
he's
feel like
actually,
we met him.
got one of the greatest
Sean,
minds.
that's exactly what I'm trying to pinpoint when we.
He
I
came up
know
to
I
us.
met Ron.
Yeah, I feel like
I
he
know
came
I
up to
did.
us.
Yes, and I
Yes.
cannot pinpoint when it was.
It was last year. It had to have been.
I thought it was last year.
Were you guys in New York?
No, we didn't hit New York.
I feel like we
Was
were
he at
did you guys
Spencer's?
go?
Were you guys at Spencer's 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Wait, 2 years ago. Yeah, we were.
3 years ago.
No, 2 years ago it was Spencer's.
Yeah, you guys were at Spencer's 2
I
years
think
ago.
that's where we met him.
Two
Was
years ago
at
in
was at
Spencer's.
Spencer's?
Yeah,
that sounds about
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so you had to have met him at Spencer's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was
think
at
that's what it was.
Spencer's.
Okay.
Because they only went one time, and that was when I played on TV with Tony Smith
One
2 years
time.
ago.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was
yes,
it. Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
correct.
That was definitely when we
Yeah.
were up there. Yeah,
Yes, okay.
100%.
No, he's fantastic.
Because we
Could not
were
be
in
a better.
that. I think if you look back at that live stream, we're in that crowd. Like
Oh, we
right,
were.
right behind one of the
The
tables.
guys in those crazy suits that are like front, where like I'm like peeking
Yeah,
over
shoulder
the
to
shoulder,
Yeah,
like jumping every once in a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I'm like I knew it sounded
yeah.
familiar.
I
I
was
couldn't
like,
remember
I
who
knew,
it was.
I knew I met the man.
He's been
I
around.
approve as
Yeah.
well. All right, because I think we met him in line for beers.
As you should.
Probably.
Yeah.
As you should.
Is he
Yeah.
also from
He was
Buffalo
probably,
originally?
to be fair, going to get beers for the two of us. So,
I believe that was what he
Correct.
told us.
Yes,
and
correct.
We
yeah,
instantly
that
were
makes
like,
a lot of sense,
Makes
actually.
a lot of sense.
Is he originally from Buffalo as well?
No, he's from Philly.
Yeah,
Oh.
like
Oh
South
my!
Jersey,
Is he?
Philly.
Did you convert him from an Eagles fan to a Bills?
No,
fan?
I don't think you could
Okay.
convert that man
Oof.
from an Eagles
Because that would
fan.
be
I'm
a
sorry.
He's
story.
like hardcore Philly on like everything. Like he likes their
I'm
baseball
sorry.
team. He likes the Flyer, like the Phillies, the Flyers, the Eagles. He's
Yes.
big fans.
Yes.
All right.
I give him a good.
I'll give him a
He's
pass if you're giving him a pass on his personality. I'll give him a pass, but yeah, well, all right.
Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
He doesn't hate the Bills.
No, he actually
likes the
to be
Bills.
like when we're not playing.
Yeah, because you're AFC, of
he
course.
has a
Yeah.
Bills
Football's
shirt
easy.
and will wear it.
Yeah, it's
So,
AFC.
He is very we'll say like amenable about like coming to root for the Bills. And
I
he
married a
actually
girl
really
from
enjoys that.
Pittsburgh, and I'm from Cleveland. So like, anytime I go there, I'm like, turn this fucking shit off. Like my wife intentionally tries to
Yeah,
bring me there on
people.
Sundays during football season, and then makes me stay till like 4:00 just so I miss the Browns game. Like, it drives me absolutely insane.
I like the Eagles. I like to say I'm like a half-ish fan. I would say more like 70-30. But
You
if
should
we're
pick a
not playing
different
the Eagles,
team.
I will watch the Eagles. They're a great team. They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Can't deny it. They're a
I
great
mean,
team.
you know, in recent history, but like the history before that, it was like, you know, they were the team that just never was. And like, you know, then they've had some
They tried hard.
success.
The
I mean, it's kinda like
Eagles,
us.
Eagles fans and Eagles teams are real mean.
They are. Thank you.
Everybody
Yes.
else.
I didn't want to go
So
there, but like
I'm a hard I
Eagles-
can't.
No, I mean, when we went to
specifically
go
Eagles
to the-
fans might be the worst fandom.
To outside fans.
Yes,
Yeah.
it might be one of the worst. Like it, it's,
When you
it's,
could-
And
you
And this
It
is
is
not.
what
This
it
is
is.
not at Ron. This is at Eagles fans in general.
yes, it's just the
Eagles fans
fandom
in general,
general.
not Ron.
She
Or
was an
family.
actual
Correct.
like
Yeah.
game
Rip all
in
those
Philly
teams, sorry.
and got
They're
just
sweet. They're very nice.
roasted. It was
I got
bad.
roasted.
Dude, didn't you get roasted by like a kid?
I got roasted by a kid and the lady who sat next to me.
Yeah,
And it was not good. It's not good.
Apparently, they're not very nice. But
They're not nice.
I like the bird. You know. Go
So,
Birds.
Lori, are you still like in the education realm at all? Like back in Buffalo?
Kind of.
Kind of.
We're gonna see. I don't know. I just moved back. I'm looking.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they're just getting like acclimated right now.
I'm
Gotcha.
looking to just substitute teach, and then we'll
That's awesome.
figure it out
Good for you.
yeah.
from there.
I think you should go your history route. And you should be like you know what we were talking about earlier, like a tour guide.
Oh, if I could pick any job
Yeah,
that
like-
I could ever do,
out there.
I want to go be a history tour director for the locks. So
you gotta
from-
explain the locks.
Okay, this is ridiculous, but
Please.
I'm from a town called Lockport. It's on the Erie Canal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do historical tours, and I
This is one of the most terrifying things she's ever put me through.
no,
it was
it's really
terrifying.
not.
No, it was
It's really
terrifying.
not. I want to be.
Me and Ron were both terrified. I'll put Ron. Ron needs to comment. We were terrified.
Yes. So anyway, it's just a tour. It's a boat ride down. What are the locks? Like through the locks. So you go like up.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
raise
they
you
walk
up
you
and
in
Lori,
these two pieces
people
of
who are
skin,
not
and
Philippines
like
tell
stuff
you-
is leaking in,
Whatever.
Yes.
and then you go up, and then
But-
yeah, it's terrifying.
It's
All
the
right.
first time I
Hang
will
on.
admit.
I actually have to. I got to throw this in there, Lori. My warehouse that I go to every day and work
Okay.
at is literally right in front of the Erie Canal.
Yes. See?
Okay, it goes all the way through Cleveland. We know what the Erie Canal is. I understand a lock.
okay.
I got you. All right.
That's
Our
it.
fans
That's
will
what I wanna
understand
do.
too. They understand things.
I'm
They
I'm not
do,
gonna
but
lie.
it's okay.
Before my wife and I like invested in a boat like with my mother and father-in-law, I had no idea what you would have been talking about. The first time they ever took me on one, I'm like, "Are you trying to drown me? Like, why are they boxing us in? Why is the water raising?
It
Like,
feels
what is
like
going
you're
on?"
being boxed in,
Thank
and then
you.
the walls
I'm
are
like,
leaking.
is this
It's
some
kind of
horror movie?
scary.
Like, and they weren't scared, so I was trying to hold my shit together. But inside, I'm like,
Yeah,
why are they doing
exactly.
this? Like, what's going on here?
I'm like, we paid
You're
for you guys to come out here and watch
Wait,
it.
we played in Utica
Thank you.
last time when we played in Utica last year.
That's when we went up for the walk.
We went through like the locks tour, and Miranda
Very
and
cool.
Ron were very scared about what was happening.
We were sitting next to each other, and I was like, "Are you like how this is going? 'Cause this is freaking me out a little bit."
I know.
And he's like, "The walls are leaking," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not loving that."
Yeah, correct.
My niece and nephew also were on the boat tour,
And they
so,
were
like,
fine. So I was
they're
like,
fine.
okay, like I feel like we're
Fine.
good. And I'm looking around, everybody's staring at me, and they're laughing, and I'm like, y'all don't feel like this is like
Dude,
some
I'm
Final
with you.
Destination shit?
No, boats rise when the water rises.
So-
you know, so they just.
I
get
get the
that.
science behind
Yeah,
it. And I
correct.
understand
Thank
why
you.
the
Thank
why
you.
the lock leaks. So it's a pressure reliever. I get it. It was still scary.
long story short, I
100%.
have 2 history degrees to be able to tell everybody all about it, and I would love to do it.
She has even more degrees.
Hey,
than
shoot
me.
your shot, girl. Let's go.
We
I'd
went-
go on that. I'd go on
I
that.
think you would. I think it's something you'd really like actually like to do,
Yeah,
and I think you'd actually be really good at it.
Well,
I
you'd be
think so.
enthusiastic about it. While like we're like people like me and Miranda are losing our shit. Be like, isn't this so exciting? And be like,
Oh
why
my
are you not?
God!
Free,
Look at
why
all
are you
these
not
people
scared?
who are
Yeah.
terrified.
plus like there's opportunities for like historical facts and like jokes and all the things.
I think you would do like great in like a natural history museum, like on a bigger scale. I think
Might
that would
be,
be
but-
something that would be like
We don't have that in Lockport.
maybe one day.
Maybe
You
one
can
day.
start
but
it.
we don't have that.
There you go.
That would be very cool.
Lori, my family has a lake house in Chautauqua, New York.
Oh yeah.
So we go out there I'm going out there next weekend.
Why are all the names like that?
But
all the names are like hard to pronounce.
yes,
I butcher all of them.
Yes.
They're all like cousins of another
I mean,
name.
Chautauqua is barely in New York. It's basically Pennsylvania.
basically-
Am I about to
Pennsylvania.
get canceled for saying? Okay, we'll
No,
cut
no,
that.
you're
No, you're
fine. You're not. We just actually went over our numbers of like how many countries have listened to our podcast. What was the number?
Yeah,
Oh, or if you had to guess, how many
Yeah, how
countries
many
do you think have
countries have
downloaded
heard,
a
like
podcast?
countries.
Yeah.
Yes,
23.
and actually have like consistent downloads.
23.
I feel like higher.
I don't know. Maybe I'm
30.
157.
Get the
Stop.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
I looked it up
cool.
for the first time in a long time today. I'm like, I'm just interested. I was just pulling up
And they're
random
like
facts.
consistent listeners.
That's great.
So I would say 100 and we'll say 120 have like very good, like
Yeah,
consistent
download
downloads.
consistent.
That's so cool.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
I
great,
know.
guys.
So cornhole
No,
is
that's
bigger than
insane.
what we think it is.
It gives you hope
Oh,
for
for
you know
sure.
Olympic
Yeah,
level
that's why
and
when people
everything.
comment, they're like, "Do you think this is a sport?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
Kinda.
100%.
Yeah.
it's a sport. Didn't invent it myself, but it is a sport."
The thing
It's-
is, you go up and face the best, and guess what? You understand it's a fucking sport.
Oh,
You
100%.
understand the
Feedback.
stress.
Correct.
It's always very funny the people that are like, oh, "I could do that." I'm like, "Love to see you try."
Dude, I walk up to people. I've been playing long enough now. If people are like, "Oh, I'm really good," like in my neighborhood, I'm like, "All right, bet." And guess what? We smoke them every fucking time, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I-
it's,
Can I tell you that I just played in a charity tournament and people were bragging about how they were semi pros.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
They were on TV. And I was like,
This was like right after we won our world championship.
Yeah.
too.
right after.
Like literally like the next weekend.
You should have
Yeah.
just put it up on the like big screen.
And I was
Like,
like-
this is being
Cue it
on
up.
TV.
Who are you? I had to explain to them what the sticky side and the slick side was on their bags.
Oh.
So you tell me if they were
I
semi
don't know what
pro.
TV network you're on.
must play
without
ACO,
knowing what the
you know.
sides mean, but
Had that ACO live stream for like tier 5 or something. You know.
I started a new job this week, and the owner of the company was like, so one of the reasons that I got an interview in the first place was because I put that I had a podcast on my resume. And
yeah.
he just thought that would like it just made me stand out. And he's like, so you have a cornhole podcast. He's like, when I bring you down to New Orleans and we have like our like company like whatever, he's like, we're gonna throw a cornhole tournament. He's like, if I have you as my partner, I'm like, we will win. I'm like, I'm better. I will wipe the floor with any backyard player. Now, if you if pros show up, I'm not holding up. But like, if you throw me against backyard players,
If
yes,
it's
we
like
will
nobody's
definitely win.
name that I know.
So
we're fine.
Yes,
No
correct.
problem.
Yes,
No.
correct. As long as I don't know their name, we're good.
Yep.
In New Orleans, though, you might be out of luck. You're in lucky bags territory.
That's true.
Lucky
Just saying.
bags, NOLA bags, all that kind of stuff. I know. I need to talk to Mike.
Oh, I forgot about Nola bags.
I need to talk to Mike. I know. I told him I'm going to get him. I want to get him a custom set of like our Brio Works is the company I work for. So I want to get him a
Yeah.
custom set of bags and stuff. So ironically, I
Heck
just
yeah.
talked to Mike this week. Actually, he called me the other day.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
Love
we had a
Mike.
good conversation.
Love Mike.
There's a few
Good,
random
good questions in there for
a
sure.
few random questions here. So Jeffrey Rumkey wants to know, like, how much do you guys still practice?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I think practice, like playing by yourself, is a waste of time.
What do you consider
Yeah.
practice? Like going to a blind draw?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to play against somebody
Yeah.
and put yourself in an uncomfortable position in order to get better. Right? Unless, like, let's say, for example, the last tournament, like, you miss every pushback. Sure. Go throw, push. But outside of that, like, you have to put yourself in uncomfortable positions in order to get better.
For sure.
You're never going to get better if you just keep throwing 4 bags at a board over and over again.
I think this is the only question we ever answer the exact opposite.
Yeah, I disagree.
But like I grew like through COVID and everything when I really started taking cornhole seriously again, when everybody got so good, all there was to do was like practice or play whatever.
Decker rounds or virtual games or yeah.
So that was like my version of like fun or whatever. Like my parents would be at work or like they'd be, off like doing whatever. And I would be in my living room throwing bags. So it was like more for me. I feel like it was like mental thing where like if I know that in my heart of hearts I haven't been practicing, then I'm like it's like a mental confidence thing. I don't know that necessarily the reps themselves make the biggest difference. Like you said, I do agree with the fact of like, okay, if you notice, hey, I went back and watched some of my games and I always missed when I set a bag here, I could never clean it up, or or I missed all my pushes or whatever. I agree there 100%. Like you can go out and like drill for that. And again, give yourself confidence to hit those shots in the future. But I used to be very much like, I have to go out and throw 500 bags a day. I don't know that that's necessarily the case. I do think that for me personally, it gives me more confidence knowing that like, okay, I've been out and practicing. Like I can just throw all my bags in the hole.
I get that.
Yeah.
So I think my answer has changed a little bit.
So one of the like our longtime listener, he's a friend of ours, Anthony. He goes by Cornhole Cobbler. I don't know if you guys have heard of him before.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he wants to know, as they're being vilified around chats, are villains necessary? Who would they consider villains, and are they cool with this role?
I don't think we made ourselves villains.
I don't
think
agree
that was
with
something
that like at all.
The HBO made us villains.
I think that there was a natural place for there to be an antithesis to what they had already created, which was basically like a golden child. That it was constantly either the same person winning or the same person kind of like being put in positions to do great things. So there was already a natural place for there to be somebody to come in and be the antithesis of that.
Yeah, and honestly, like villain it's a harsh term when it comes to cornhole, because there's like, to me, the whole mindset of that finals match specifically is you had the one player, the queen of the castle, who left.
Yeah.
Like why is everyone
abandoned
like
the castle?
Yes. Why is everyone on board with that? Like that's kind of what
Princess
bothered me.
Peach
It's
is
like,
nowhere to be found.
and it's no
Like,
offense
we
to
don't know what you meant.
Cheyenne, but it's like, to me, allegiance means something. Like
Not
that's
to mention, they didn't show the in 2024. They never showed the beginning part of why we all didn't get along.
Yeah.
They just showed our part of why
when
I
I did
didn't
the
get
live stream,
yeah.
that
They
would
didn't
play
show
a
the
big
beginning
part.
part.
Yeah,
They never showed that.
well, there was.
And I get that.
There was, unfortunately, it was not on film.
That's
Yeah,
not true. They had. You can't tell me they didn't have cameras.
they
Well, there's
erased that
security
film,
footage
you
of
know?
it for sure.
There were definitely cameras, and there were definitely cameras.
There is that. I think if the roles were reversed, that security footage probably would have been released at a certain point.
So
Yeah. Go ahead.
it just got painted in the one way that they wanted it to.
Well, because we also chose, I think, for better or for worse, to kind of keep our mouths shut around it. You were being ridden really hard on the internet for an extended period of time, like months, which was awful. And I remember saying like, hey, do we want to go out on a podcast and tell like what actually happened? And I left it completely up to you. Like I was open to whatever, because I was also involved in the original situation.
Yeah.
But it was more something that had been thrown at you and insults that had been hurled at you and a couple of other people, and like profanities and things like that. So I was like, I wasn't in the original thing. And that's when it all like kind of blew up the next day. I think because we did bottle it up and we were like, let's choose to take the high road, where there's definitely a time and place to take the low road, but we don't take it very often.
For sure.
But yeah, we didn't come out and really say anything. I mean, it was a very interesting situation.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to take the high road.
Yeah.
It really is.
I think there were just a lot of people that had seen half of the story, really ran with it. I mean, you guys had even posted about like, well, what do we think that they're saying? And they really, like, a lot of people ran with it. And because, like I said, there was already this person in a position of...
Isn't that what our first ever, like, voiceover, like, little...
Like the lip reading?
Yeah, the lip reading, the bad lip reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hair thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
There was already, like I said, like we talked about, like this person that the ACL had put in this position of like, oh, they're the golden child. They're the one who always wins. Like, put them in that position to have all of those fans and all of those different things. Not saying that she's not
No, I get it. Yeah,
in
yeah.
all those
I get it.
tournaments,
Yeah.
right? She obviously had to go out and win, but yeah, there was a natural place for there to be. If you want to call it a villain, that's cool. I think the villains are always more interesting anyway. I wouldn't characterize ourselves as that. I think we're just us. And at the end of the day, if you're going to stack us up against somebody else who you have a differing opinion about and you want to make us the villains, and that's cool. I don't ever look at myself that way. I don't look at her that way.
We've been trying to be champions about this for you guys, and that I think this has been a running theme for I think you guys have been like 4 or 5 times now, right? It seems like every single time it's like something about like the negativity. It's like, you guys are so nice though.
Yeah, like
Like,
I don't
if you get,
understand
like,
it.
all-
Like every
like,
time we've met you,
If you played me on the boards, I am the biggest dick ever. I talk, I chirp. I'm like Lori. I love watching you play because I would take advantage of every gamesmanship there is. The amount of like the negative talk like that I was seeing on Facebook leading up to the match was about like you guys yelling during people's throws, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And I watched back, and I'm like, what are we so pussies now? You guys weren't yelling at anyone. You guys are talking to each other,
I
motivating
don't think
each
people
other.
realize
Nothing
how
wrong with
close
that.
that mic is to my actual like voice box.
Yeah,
it's
It's
right on
like,
you guys.
We're
It's on
Regardless.
top, it's in the middle. It's attached to the top of my chain, and so it doesn't like jingle, and it's directly over my voice box.
So you hear everything over top of
can
even
hear
the
me
crowd
breathing
and everything.
if they
Like,
turn it
so-
up too loud.
Yeah, it's insane.
And again,
They've done
you're
it,
not
and they-
There have
yelling.
been
You're
times
not
where I've
saying
been
things
heavy
like,
breathing.
"Hey, Cheyenne, fucking miss." You're like, "Hey, let's go. We got this."
Yeah.
Like, are you not allowed to talk? Like, the worst thing in the world to me for the state of cornhole is watching 2 15-year-old kids who think it's cool to show no emotion. Like, I fucking loved watching you guys who actually looked like you gave a shit. Like, this actually meant something to you.
But we
Because on the
did.
other side of the board,
That's-
they were playing it very calm, cool, and collected. And like, that's so boring. And I have nothing against either one of them. I love Sarah.
No,
Cheyenne's been
and-
very good to us too. But I love seeing the passion. It actually shows like you guys give a shit about what you're doing. And it
No.
shows that you guys care not about the game, but also about each other. And like that's a huge part of it.
No offense to anybody playing in that game besides like the two of us. Is that is like we never said anything negative about either one
No.
of those young ladies.
No.
I was nervous that I had said had said something.
I
that, like,
watched it
was,
twice to
was
make
out of
sure you guys
character,
did
and then
it.
I went back
As
and
did
watched
I.
it, and I was like, I didn't say anything.
No.
Like, I didn't like say something under my breath.
No.
I didn't
No.
say anything
Nothing.
snarky. Like, literally nothing.
No, nothing.
Never during that entire game did we want anything but to get a vengeance from 2023.
Yes.
Right? Like, we have lived it and breathed it for 3 years, and that's all we wanted. And neither one of us had anything negative to say about either one of those young ladies.
No, I mean,
Not one time.
I spoke to both of them.
Can we bring up like one like random like thing? Why is it okay for people to, if we think back just like 3 years ago, when Jordan Power and Jay Rubin made the epic comeback in the final, they were just as loud, if not louder. And everyone championed them.
saying things
Everyone
like
championed
aimed
them for
at-
being passionate. But then as soon as you guys do the same thing, then all of a sudden it's bad. Like, what the fuck is that about?
It was, and I would argue that like Jordan said things that were like aimed at Mark.
100%.
100%. Like, I don't feel like I obviously I'm speaking for myself because I think I know I'm the loudest person on that court, but I know that they always have my mic turned up to the moon, always, because they know I'm going to talk. And in New York, it was that way. And in every big national broadcast we've done, my mic has been on 100. Because they're trying to catch me to saying literally anything, which is great for the game, whatever. So I know that it's going to be loud. And why would I say anything out of pocket or anything crazy? And I mean, I said stupid
you're also
stuff.
polished
I
at this
miscounted
point.
the bags like 3 times. I was like, oh, give me 3 more. She had 2 bags left.
Yeah.
I did that twice. Like, but I never aimed anything at either of them. And nor did I ever like speak during someone else's backswing. I don't think
Correct.
people realize, again, the mics are so loud. Me speaking to Lori, like saying, hey, give me 2 more, while Sarah may or may not be like starting or standing or getting ready to throw, she can't hear me.
No.
Like, I'm saying, come on, give me 3 more from 33 feet away
especially over the fact that everybody behind me
was very loud.
so loud. So if you're gonna sit here and comment about how like, oh, they were so loud,
Obnoxious.
while
I got
everybody else
obnoxious
is throwing.
I was like, obnoxious.
You know what? Let's talk about the obnoxiousness of the crowd behind me.
That's the one guy that made a post, and it was in the comment section that I really took onus with. Was he actually like, I don't know if he was trying to come across as being smart, but he used the term abhorrent. I'm like, if we want to talk about anything abhorrent, it was nothing about their performance. It was the fucking crowd. Like the fact that the ACL is allowing like the crowd to try to dictate who was wearing, like who was going to win that match was like, to me, it was appalling.
Happened a lot in the past, especially to us.
100%.
What about in 2024 when then that happened, and then all of a sudden the ACL decided that we were not allowed to wear headphones out on the
and I have nothing against Mark or Jamie, right? I think they're phenomenal dudes. Both of them have been very good to us, and this is not like a shot at them. But if the crowd were doing that to them, I just have a hard time believing they're not going to have someone going up in the crowd be like, "Hey, shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
But like,
I think it's a lot to like, we are, whether it's because we're women or just because we're professionals, like we aren't expected to say anything back or to speak to the crowd but I'll speak to the crowd. Absolutely. Yeah. Now I can't hear a lot of what's going on like behind Lori because like I said, it's so far away from me, but like I can hear sometimes what's going on behind me. So like if I hear somebody being obnoxious or rude, like I'll turn around and be like, you good? Like, hello, like we're in the middle of a world championship. What are we talking about? I will absolutely. I did it in the Pro Invitational multiple times. Like people like to get out of pocket in the Pro Invitational. I will turn around and tell you to shut up.
Yeah.
Like there's no rule against it. There's no rule against me.
We see professional athletes do it all the time. Like I don't know if you happen to watch like Netflix or anything, but they had the newest quarterback series go up. Mm-hmm. They had Baker Mayfield go up to an Eagles fan who was chirping him right before the tunnel, and they literally show the whole thing about him chirping back to him. And then after the match, after the game, Baker Mayfield runs to the tunnel, finds that fan, and he's like, what was that from before the game? He's like, I can't hear you now. He's like, say it a little louder with your chest. And I fucking love that. And that's why people love sports. It's because it's passionate.
That's my point.
Yeah,
and you heard us say it.
Yes.
Heard us say it. Be about it.
Yes.
If you're going to do it, then meet me outside and be about it.
Yeah.
And you know how many people that I talked to after the game? After that match was one man came up to me and said, I was the one who said something. Cool. And you know what? I shook his hand.
Yeah.
Be about it. That's fine. Congratulations.
It just goes back to stand behind what you have to say.
Tip the cap.
If you're going to sit here and you're going to be a keyboard warrior, you're going to be one of those people in the stands who's just going to sit here and you're going to run your mouth. But
and then the second that we win, you run up the stairs so that way nobody can say anything to you.
Then don't.
Come on.
Be about it or don't.
But also, like you said it too, when we had taken the timeout because of the countdown that people were doing in the crowd, we were talking about how like this isn't a library, and I remember you specifically saying that like this is not a library, like
it's a sporting event.
Yeah,
let's go.
Not a library.
Yeah,
you guys need to make a T-shirt that says that.
Yeah, honestly, really.
I will say one thing about the counting that I was really proud of that a lot of people like don't know the history behind. A few years ago, there were people, I think it was the 2024 Tournament of Champions, we were playing on TV, and people were absolutely going after you. Now, this week, back when we could still wear headphones. So I have my headphones in. You also have your headphones in, but hers are different. They're not like the noise canceling, whatever. So she can still hear things that are going on around her, and it was just... It was awful. It was abhorrent, if you will. It was really bad. And there were to the point where like you specifically had to be escorted out of the building because people were being that aggressive towards her.
Threatening my physical self.
Over a cornhole game, which is crazy.
Which is crazy. Can we emphasize that?
Crazy.
Which is crazy.
I think sometimes we need to bring ourselves back down to earth.
Yes, correct.
There's just 4 bags and a board with a hole in it. Okay, let's just...
That's it.
Correct.
Rein it in, folks. Come on now.
Rein it back in if you want to get that aggressive about things.
In a way, though, it's beautiful, though, because people care so much.
They really
like, you know what I mean? If people
passion
didn't care at all,
is-
like we wouldn't have fans. So like in a
I
way,
think
like
there's a way to care, and I think there's a way to like.
100% agree with you.
Between care and being threatening to my physical self.
Yeah.
I could not agree more. I completely agree.
There's a difference there. To
There
where I had
is.
to have somebody escort me around the whole entire.
But let
next
me
day.
ask you,
And
if
escort
you
me out that
if you
building.
had the option between being escorted out of a building because people like we'll say cared extra, right, or they didn't care at all and there's no one watching, which one would you pick?
Okay, well,
Somewhere in the middle would be.
let me give you.
You had those two options.
Wonderful example.
Please.
Is that when you were playing on Sunday, we had won our world championship, and we were walking around on Sunday, shoes down, playing on the broadcast court, like just mingling with her partner.
Mhm.
I walked around just to kind of see what would happen. I walked around by myself just to see if anybody would like come up to me and like have, the audacity
Anything
to come
negative
and,
to say,
like,
yeah.
say anything negative to me, because obviously we'd already broke the internet by Sunday morning.
We had
Obviously.
broken the internet within the
broke-
first like 20 minutes of
You
winning.
guys have been very good to us through the years, so thank you for that, by the way.
You're welcome. And you know what? We appreciate you and thank you so much. But yeah, I walked around just to kind of like see what would happen. And the amount of people that I saw on the internet, I know every single person who made a comment and had the audacity to make a rude comment in Addicted to Cornhole or on the American Cornhole League page, all the things. And I watched every single one of those people walked right past me, look at me dead square in the eye, look right down, and walk right past me. And you know what? Like, that says a lot. That says a lot, the fact that those people don't have the audacity to come up and say anything to me. Because I'm singly by myself. And it was more of like a scientific study to see if people would come up and say anything.
Look at you, a
about it.
science person after a history major. That's pretty impressive.
It's a
Thank
steep
you.
climb.
Appreciate that.
I mean, a true academic.
I could do science, you know.
Little research study.
It's fun. I got a doctorate. I could do some math.
Basic stuff. Oh, do you really? We call you Dr. Lori.
Yeah, she's got more degrees than me.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm
mean,
getting
you're-
there. I'm
Yeah,
only
I mean,
one degree
you're just
hotter. We're
beginning
trying to
now,
get 2
so-
degrees hotter.
All right, so
It's a race.
Miranda, like obviously, like what's like end career goal for you? Like what, like you got your MBA. Like what do you envision yourself doing? Like in cornhole aside, like what do you like? What would you like to do? Like what's your dream job?
I don't really think that I have like one dream job.
Yeah.
I've
Too
been
young.
a firm believer in like not putting all of my eggs in one basket. And like I've always said growing up, I'm like, I don't want to wake up when I'm like 50 years old and be like, God, I hate my life. Like, I don't want to box myself so far into a corner. So I think that was a big reason why getting the MBA was important to me. Also, it allowed a lot of flexibility with my schedule. And my real goal after undergrad was to go straight to law school, and I took time off because I was, enjoying playing cornhole. And I decided in 2024, I was like, oh, I can't take much more time off. Like, can I do something
You
different?
decided that?
It was her idea, to be fair. And pushed me to apply and do all of the things. But yeah, so that was the big, like, kind of push behind it, was I could continue to play cornhole. And
Is law school still like in the future? Maybe.
it is.
Lori's nodding.
She would like to say that it has to be next fall. I don't think that there is a timeline on really anything. I think that I'm going to continue to play cornhole as long as it's lucrative for me. It's lucrative for my family. It's lucrative for me, both financially and just mentally and physically.
Yeah.
It can take I've gone through a lot of insane highs, but a lot of very insanely lows, like insane lows playing this game. I think we all have. I know you have, I have. So
We have as well. It's just been a 5-year, down spiral.
Well, I wouldn't even say like cornhole wise, but like even career wise, I can relate. Like I literally just started a new job, and I can tell you from when I graduated, like from when the time I was a student in school, I used to ask our professors all the time, like, where do we all fucking go after we're like 50? Like there's not many of us that like do this job after 50s. Like, where do we all go? So I've always been like in the back end of my mind, like, what am I going to do when I get older? And like, I'm turning 40 this year. And I know like grand scheme of things, not old, blah, 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 blah. But like, I finally found a job that I feel like, oh, this is what I can do for the rest of my life. So like, there's always, you never know what's going to come up and like at what point. And it's not like this was all preordained. Like we didn't know he was going to be moving. I was going to find a job like within the same week.
It all just
and then we all just like, and we
crazy.
decided to stop the show like before that. Like it just like life works in a mysterious way and things just kind of happen to work out. And I'm a firm believer of that now. And like maybe I wasn't so much of that like before all this shit happened but like when I got the new job and I knew he was moving, we had already decided to stop. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, all right. I'm like,
it all works out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, whoever you want to call it, like Yahweh, whatever you want to call it, like whatever it is.
You went Yahweh first. Like
listen, I felt like it was old enough.
It was old
enough,
right? Yeah,
Wow,
really pulled it. We have,
it was just off base enough.
We have
like,
Jewish relatives, so like,
but yeah, I fully believe like God has a plan and it's gonna happen no matter what I want to happen. But yeah, so hopefully in the future it's law school. I'll be done with that in 3 years. And then I would ideally really love to be in some type of like entertainment law or I wanted to do criminal defense for a very long time, which I could still decide is for me. But with my experience just as an athlete, I would do so good at defending criminals.
You would not.
I would do great. Okay, I don't even know if you committed the murder.
He didn't even do it.
I mean, Miranda, for the record,
whatever, Your Honor, he didn't do it.
You have your MBA. I mean, you can just study up and take the bar. I mean,
there you go.
You can just bypass school.
Yeah,
that's fine.
But
get your license.
Smart enough, you probably could.
Could you do that?
But yeah, maybe.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Oh shit.
But yeah, so my big plan in the future is go off to law school, kind of just wherever everybody's been like, well, where are you going to go? I have no idea. I'm going to go wherever gives me the most money, because it is very, very expensive. And in this economy, everything is expensive.
Buff State.
No, we're not going to Buffalo.
Well, if you go to John Carroll, it's way warmer in Cleveland.
You can go to John Carroll in Cleveland.
I love Cleveland. My big boss lives in Cleveland.
Listen,
my wife's an alma mater of John Carroll. Great law program.
Yeah, great law program.
My big boss that owns my hospitality company, which I love working for, he is a lawyer. So
oh, shit.
There you go.
See, there you go.
4 hours.
We could do that. We could make the move there.
Hey, and honestly, Lori, it's only 3-hour drive into Buffalo, 4 hours.
Yeah,
like you can make it 3.5.
Yeah,
like,
3 hours. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe athlete representation or something like that. Kind of working with contracts and representing athletes. I know we have a lot of underrepresentation in cornhole.
Amen.
There is a lot of room for a lot of people to be making more money than they are. But marketability wise, they just don't have it or don't.
Have you thought about like doing something like that like now?
I've thought about it. So what I wanted to do this year, obviously, like outside of growing my social media, Zach and I have been working.
Which you've been killing it, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
Zach and I have been working a lot behind the scenes, trying to build something bigger than what anybody's kind of done before, and start to get outside sponsorships, not just like at the league level, but for individuals. So I've kind of been guinea pigging with myself and just trying to figure out, number one, will it work? And if it will work, what are the steps you have to take to get there? I've taken a lot of like courses and a lot of classes on like, how to find what people want to watch. I think there is more of a science to it than a lot of people think.
The algorithm's a fickle bitch.
It is.
Right?
Absolutely. And I think you have to like your whole, if you want to call it a brand or whatever you want to call it, it kind of just has to feed into a loop. So any new thing that you do has to feed back into the loop. So if you're going to bring people in, you have to find them things within the loop to stay interested about and continue to feed in that kind of circle. So we're working on coming out with merch. I was designing all of that stuff all day yesterday. And doing a whole new website and things like that. I always have a hard time in Croatia because everybody wants my pro jersey and I don't have a lot of them. I actually got shorted a pro jersey this year. Normally I get 4 and I got 3 randomly. So I don't have a lot of them, and I do give 2 to my parents and I try to keep some for myself. But I don't like to get really like give away my pro jerseys because
of
they're
course.
like big memories for me. I actually took my pro jersey off my back from the one we won a world championship. I wrote something in the collar and I haven't even washed it yet.
Nice.
It's gonna go into
The
it.
World Championship?
Yeah, it's on my desk. But yeah, it's gonna go into a shadow box at my
Nope, those bags will never touch another board.
Nope, never again.
You retire those forever, 100%. I agree.
We've kept
every set that we've won
everything.
with.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Every set that we've won a big national or now world championship with, we've kept.
Just all
I've
the
kept all the
jerseys.
ones that I'm like still in love with.
We've
that
kept the jerseys. I've kept the jerseys. I've kept the bags. Like
Yeah.
we've got all the things. So someday, if there's ever,
It's like a 2020
yeah,
on it or like a museum.
no, but like if there's ever like Hall of Fame or whatever,
Yeah.
we're ready. We are ready.
We're ready and prepared.
You guys will have your own room. You're the only one saving shit, you know?
The only
100%.
thing I have is this little shelf with
Yeah.
all of our
Still,
trophies.
still some great things on there.
Yeah, I've got all
I could
my-
have showed you my 2 trophies. Okay, for me
Yes,
and Sean.
I would
And I
love
do
to
still
see
have
that.
both of
One's
those
on the
sets of
floor. I
bags.
haven't
though.
found a spot for yet.
Yeah, I will say we won our first ever league, and Cleveland League back in the day. All right, it was a big deal.
Yeah, people
all
don't
right?
understand.
It was
like,
a
back
lot.
in the day.
We're
It's like there's a
talking-
lot of great.
Yeah, we're talking
a lot
121 teams and shit throughout like a 3-week league. Like it was insane.
a
But
lot of OGs.
A lot of
we
OGs.
took down tier 3. All right, throwing the OG kill shot 357s.
Oh, not the OG kill
Okay.
shots.
Yes,
You measure
OG.
those things though; they are so illegal now. It is.
Oh,
baffling
yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, these aren't even like they're underweight.
They're the
They're
thinnest thing on the
undersized. Like
planet.
they are just
Oh.
the tiniest fucking bags ever made. It's unbelievable.
They work that.
Okay.
Still have them though. You know why not?
work though.
Don't put them on the machine.
Yeah. They
Hey,
ask
I'm
you
not.
to
I'm
touch
not
your
bringing
bags,
them
go
to.
high.
Yeah, I'm not
Just
throwing
say
them in a tournament
Yeah.
anymore. Those are backyard sanctioned.
But I do think Miranda had like you're the perfect person to like test out the market because I think you are marketable. Like obviously you have a winning protocol, like you have a good like social media following, you have the contract following, like you have the contract knowledge. I can't tell you how many people have like approached us through the years, be like, hey, you guys should like start something like an agency. Like I'm a
Yeah,
physical therapist.
You think I have
Like,
a
I have
full-time
zero
career.
background,
Like, I can't
like,
just, like
There's
roll
definitely a
into this
space
shit.
for it.
There is.
I think it really started with us. Well, first of all, you made me a much more polished product. I was a very unpolished, jagged edge product when she met me. And she taught me that you have to package yourself the same
100%.
everywhere that you go. I always do the Twinkie reference that you don't go into the store and see a box of Twinkies in a different packaging. It's always in the little wrapping.
Yeah.
It's always perfect. So she taught me that, I will say. And then also taught me more by us going out and doing things for the ACL, which we've been doing for years. Different opportunities with Johnsonville and all kinds of different things where I'm not always the best about like, I can get a little awkward at the first start of like being social. Once I'm like in it, I'm fine. But she's really good at like just ripping the Band-Aid off and just talking to people and being very social.
Correct.
Which sometimes that can come off as like me being an ass.
We've talked about this before. You have resting bitch face sometimes.
Yeah,
You're very scary at
100%.
first.
Yeah, I think
I
we
was
both-
very scared of you the first time before I talked to you. I'm very scared.
I think I get that from literally everybody.
He's a little
I know.
excited
Now-
though too, because he likes that kind of shit. You know, it's all right. It's a
My
weird,
wife
it's a
is
weird
the same
Hopefully now it's gotten better.
no,
but-
yeah, now I just message you.
Yeah, but I get I will give you a lot of credit for helping me kind of come out of my shell in that way of like being more marketable because I was it's me or it's nobody when I first started.
It's just knowing what your product is and
Yeah.
knowing what you're up against.
100%.
Show up ready to go 110% of the time, then people are going to call on you to go do an interview. You're
Yeah.
well spoken and you can go and speak in front of a camera or you can go do whatever you need to do.
Or show up early or stay late,
Correct.
which is a lot of like the things that people just don't want to do.
Correct.
Um,
And learning the algorithm game. Like that's honestly, that's one of the big parts of, I handled our social media stuff for like forever. And I told him like 6 months ago, I'm like, dude, I can't do it anymore. Like I don't have the time in my life Like if you don't post like consistently on certain days and certain times, like you're gonna get lost in the masses. And like I just can't do it anymore. Like I'm just like I'm not excited about it as much as I was anymore. Like, and if it's not authentic stuff, your fans see right through it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's got to be. So like I've told people last 6 months, the only stuff I ever post is like if I think it's funny.
That you find funny.
If I think it's funny, I'm just gonna post it. Or if I think like it's a good talking point, I'm gonna post it. But other than that, like I'm not going to like. So we stopped doing skits and videos and all that stuff. It's just it's a grind. So I always appreciate the people that have been in it for a while and they continue to do it because I fully understand how much work goes in behind the scenes.
Yeah, and for the record, anyone that wants to besmirch my name for not picking up the slack, I don't like doing it. Okay, like I'll be the first to admit, like
it was our agreement.
Yeah, it is not my MO. Like I am very much.
Dane's a tech guy.
I'm a tech guy. Yes. I will learn any in and out that I need to, but like I'm definitely on the spectrum. Like I just need to like.
Brother.
Yeah, just kind of.
He's got a touch of the tism.
Do my
maybe.
thing,
like,
but like
I
I'm
love
social in a crowd.
You guys at Worlds.
Yeah,
that was like 5 years ago now, right?
Yeah.
Down at the tent, and we all just had like an authentic conversation. I think that's like where we all got to be friends, and this is what led us to be here.
I think my favorite interview
100%.
with you guys though is when we were in Erie.
Yes. Oh, I remember the Erie one.
We had a little bar set up.
Slightly.
Yeah.
That one
was great.
Yeah.
I was a little drunk.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
like
were
those
we,
those authentic experiences where we
went on after you guys. That's when we went from you guys directly onto the live broad stream for broadcast for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
So like we
and
were
we had
already
just a
hammered.
sea of beers in front of us. And while we
was-
were recording it, Trey Ryder just kept looking at us like, "How are you doing this?" We're like,
Like,
How
just
are
keep
you guys
going,
alive?
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep
It's like they're Miller Lights. Okay, it's called hydration.
Yeah.
They are Milli
Continue.
Vanillis, and
Yes.
we are hydrated.
We're fine.
love
All
a
right?
good Milli Vanilli.
Yeah,
Correct.
nothing wrong with that.
I really could not think of a better pair to like wrap us up. Like for our
100%,
last
dude. I was
guest,
like-
you guys.
It was.
Thank you so much for all your
I don't know.
support
It was
over the years.
almost poetic.
Yeah,
like
for
you
sure.
guys won that, and
I
like,
was
to
pulling
come
for you
on
guys
here.
so hard. Like I really, like I told my brother-in-law when we're watching the matches, I'm like, if these two win, they are going to be our last guests. Like it's very fitting for us to have them on. Like, so thank you very much for all the support through the years.
Keep
Thanks
bringing
for
the
having
energy.
us.
All right, like you guys, like
Yeah.
mad respect for everything you guys have done
sure.
for the game over the years.
Yeah.
We've been continued fans, like 100%. You guys are one of our
we're
favorite
still
duos
fans.
in the game. We'll remain fans, like by all
Just
means.
not talking
like,
shit as much.
Yes, you just won't see us like.
You
posting
talk
up.
shit.
We won't be
in my inbox.
anonymous. Just to clarify
We'll just go to
again,
bat for you guys.
the amount of times I've gotten like accused of being anonymous posters, I'm putting it out publicly now. If I'm going to say something, and it's from either our podcast page or from my personal page, and if it's from our podcast page, it's fucking me. I'm never going to create an anonymous post.
We're gonna
like,
put that on the
I don't
shirt.
fucking need anything. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm telling you. And I think someone said that the other day, and I'm like, oh, you want to know who it was? It was Sean.
Yeah,
like
and
I'll
I
fucking
called-
name it out. Like it's me.
I called
It's Sean.
Logan
It was-
Chamberlain
yeah.
straight out after I saw his
Yeah.
bullshit on the team shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just want to throw that
Yeah,
fucking
okay. Do you
game? I
guys
called
have-
him
okay.
straight out
Before
on
we
Facebook.
get, I'm not trying to like throw you guys on the bus. Do you guys have an opinion on that? Because like obviously Teams was like a huge bust this year, but on an ESPN broadcast, you have the MVP player of the year go on and just completely throw a game. Like you guys have talked about professionalism.
Like, one of the like
What did you think
young
about it?
like starlights of the game, and like you just like throw shit. It pissed me off as
I'm
I
interested.
watched it.
I value you guys' opinions. I'm interested to hear you guys what you have to think.
I think it goes back to like what conversations we've been having behind the scenes with, some pretty important people that are either coming into the league or staying in the league or investing, that there's a big marketability problem. And for someone to go on, especially Logan, for someone to go on the biggest stage for teams at Worlds, and do that, whether it was purposeful or whatever you want to say, it just feeds into that marketability issue that we have. And I think it's just a really bad look, in my opinion.
Thank you.
I didn't get to see everything about it. I did get to see it afterwards. We were kind of like, we were watching it like in our hotel room.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that there's a lot of ways that this league can go. And I think we have a real opportunity to get back to where we were and to go up where we are now. But it's going to take a lot of work like we talked about with the whole markability thing, you know, showing up in the correct package and wearing what you're supposed to wear. And if you're not, getting fined for it. It's really this kind of lack of accountability thing that kind of bugs me a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to be accountable for being professional at all times. And listen, there are plenty of times I even said at Worlds, I kicked my bag. I was so frustrated. I had lost the game. I should get fined for that. And I would willingly go and report myself and go say, hey, like, I'll take the fine for unsportsmanlike conduct. Like, I kicked my bag after a game.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. I think it's an accountability issue and I think it's a marketability issue. And until we fix that at its core, there are going to be more situations like that and other things that I saw at Worlds that it's just not a good look and it's not helpful for where we're trying to go. So I don't know. I would like to see everybody kind of join together and start to agree a little bit.
I was more just like I said, I wasn't mad. I was disappointed because I thought like Logan is one of those guys that like is truly bought into like what it's supposed to be like to be like turning cornhole into being a professional athlete.
Prime time.
And I get like he was upset that like it didn't matter, but this is part of like suck it up buttercup and like this is for the betterment of the game and for like everyone. You guys are still pioneers of like what this game could be 20 years
There's
from
a
now.
lot of people who also viewers who aren't going to understand. Maybe it's their first time watching or whatever. They're not going to understand the format of teams. They're not going to understand that it doesn't matter. They're going to understand like, oh, that's the MVP of the league. Like, why is he acting that way? Or
why does he suck?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Like, oh, he's the
again,
best.
it's just bad luck.
I think teams in general just has a lot to
There's a lot to be desired.
A lot to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the teams aspect, there's something there, but it was clearly a money grab this year, and they went from promoting it heavily, and then they do what they've done every single year, where after week one, it's just a forgotten thing. And that's always been my biggest thing about teams.
It was supposed to be this
on the players. I think it's on.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Getting paid X amount of dollars to promote whatever team it is. I think it's on the players to go out and
like I've heard from team owners like their major way of like making money off of this was supposed to be from like jersey deals and like being able to sell merch. Like the top
merch
team
has the lowest margins of almost any business.
I understand that, and I think the top team in terms of like teams selling merch was like $60. Like I'm pretty sure they cost a little bit more than $60 to buy one of these teams.
Yeah.
So like there's not exactly a whole lot of interest. So it's just it's a tough look.
Even when like individual players were trying to sell their own merch, right? I was one of them. I made more
right
than $60.
Yeah. Amen.
That's
insane. Like you said, like I think it's a big issue amongst the players. Like I was really hoping that this year, specifically because players were getting paid, that there was going to be this care behind, okay, I'm, one of the leaders on the team. I'm getting paid this amount of money. And it still, for some reason, didn't change
and it didn't.
The outlook that the players had. And that's really frustrating for me, like, especially because like I have been on teams every year. We have been on teams every year until this year. And to go undrafted and feel like, number one, more than just a cornhole player and more of an asset and to have conversations with these team owners and be like, oh, wow, like, we were really just looking at statistics. We were really just looking at that. My statistics, my PPR ain't a 10-9 on this season.
Well, because
there's more
outside.
Yeah, because we play outside. But there's more to be seen than statistics.
Social media following and all that kind of stuff. I agree.
Well, and just marketability. Are you willing to go out and like when you lose in a tournament, stick around and watch the people playing still, or
shake hands and kiss babies?
Yes, or go out and do the marketing deals with the ACL, which we've been doing for years. Like I was really hoping it was going to be more of the people who care.
I mean, how many ACL trips have you done? Like on the college trip, like college tour?
Not even just the college tour. We did the college tour. We did Johnsonville. We did Stanford.
You did the cruise, right?
Overstock. We've probably done upwards of like 50 events.
That's what I'm saying.
I did the Today Show. I did
that's what I'm saying.
The Showtime show. Like when we're talking about, I did the Gronkowski fundraiser. Like when we're talking about like big time opportunities, it wasn't like the people who
Those weren't going to like
Well,
JV camps.
that's when they want the polished people, though. But then all of a sudden, when it
correct.
comes down to like, oh, hey, we got to pay
Correct.
you, like, oh, we want like the player. Like, no, fuck that. Like, there's a reason they're picking you for these other opportunities because they know
Yeah.
that you're polished,
Correct.
they know you're responsible, and they know
I think
you're
a
gonna
lot
put
of
out.
people didn't have leadership on their team too. A lot of teams
yeah.
had like either too many big dogs in one circle
Yeah.
or too many people that were on the same level and no clear person that could come out as a leader. Like I remember talking to the owner of the Arizona Burn and I was like, you have so many great women on your team. The problem is not a one of them.
It's a
Like
loud
one
voice.
singular person is going to come up as a leader, somebody to bring everybody together.
I agree.
I didn't get to watch a lot of teams, but I think if you have certain people that'll come together and like be a leader or be a cheerleader off of the court or whatever. Those and it's not and I'm not like just aiming at there.
No, I get you. I get 100%
I'm not
what you're
talking
saying.
about a leader. I'm talking about a utility player. There was nobody there to cheer for everybody else. Nobody there to drag everybody together.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
You
Like
miss
you
out on
need a team
lot
mom
of different teams.
or a team dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need that.
Yes.
You need that on so many different teams. And it was missing from that team. It was missing from the Florida Freeze. Like
There was a lot of just
Just
misdirection,
from-
like just a lot of like
man,
a lot of big dogs in the room, but not a lot of big dogs that were willing to be the person that's not throwing well that day and get benched or have the honest conversation of, hey, like I'm not doing my best today. I'm not at 100%. Bench me, put somebody else in, but I'm going to stand here and I'm going to cheer in my jersey. There isn't that. There isn't a selflessness behind it. There's not enough leadership there's too many people who just don't care.
I think the league doesn't set itself up for that, in my own opinion. If you're going to have a teams event to then also pin the entire like group against each other the next day, and the next day, like in my own opinion,
Yeah, it's hard
think
to
that-
like come together as a team.
correct. And then all of a sudden, the next day go play against each other.
No, they would play teams and then go straight into pro singles when like we're all fighting for woman of the year, man of the year, whatever. Like now it's like, okay, now it's cutthroat. I actually felt very fortunate to have not been on a team because of the clear mind that it gave me. I got to sleep in, gave me a clear mind going into pro singles, and and I had great finishes all year in the top 10 in almost every bracket because I didn't go play teams in the morning. I didn't have this switch to flip of like, oh, you know, I've gone from being
so and so's bags.
now I got to just do my thing
Until they can figure out to truly make cornhole a spectator sport and make people want to attend events like that aren't already like trapped in the building and they don't want to run out to get dinner in between like that's kind of like that's the big thing. Like to me, that's the big hiccup that cornhole's always going to have.
I'm so glad that you brought that up. Let me bring you back to what year was that? 2021
Okay.
in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
They went around and they handed out tickets.
They gave us all stacks of them.
Correct.
Like in our lunch break, go give these out.
We were playing at the Nashville Arena, Bridgestone
at
Arena,
Bridgestone
the
Arena.
Bridgestone Arena. People went around and handed out stacks of tickets.
We rode Lime scooters all the way to the subway that was 3 miles away, and we were just like handing tickets to everybody.
Hell yeah. I mean,
That's
you
the
got
way
to
to
grind
do it,
though.
All right, like
You guys are the
It-
pioneers of like what is going on or what will be the
was
future.
electric for the USA.
People had
event.
cowbells.
People, because they were pouring out there. Everybody was drunk. People were
They were like, we could
pouring
go
out.
in the Predator Stadium
Yeah.
and we could watch cornhole. And I was like,
Yes.
yes. And we'll see you there in an hour.
And that's what we're missing. We are missing that. So if you can pull the footage,
And it
from
was a
that,
teams.
I don't
It
even
was a
know where
teams
it is.
format.
I don't even know where it is. Okay, but if you can pull the footage of that, that's what I want. Me personally,
I want
you
it to
do
be
too.
loud and proud
I
and praise it.
want cornhole
Correct.
to be like that.
I want it to be like what
It's
our
not a
women's match
library.
was.
I'm gonna say it again. It's not a library. It's a sporting event.
Yeah.
Okay, that's we don't want it to be.
I'm not
like
even
a-
cheering for the crowd to be 100% on our side either, because the crowd is almost never 100%
don't
on our
care.
side. I just want it to be loud.
I
Yes.
don't
I want
care.
people to have fun.
Yeah.
I want people to care.
Go back and watch Pop Darts. If you guys watch,
Yo, what is
I was
everybody
about to
excited
bring it
about
up.
Pop Darts for?
Okay.
All right.
First of all,
you need to
it's-
watch the crowd though.
Yes, it's very small.
No,
And
no.
it's,
I
like,
agree
it is
with you,
set
but
up.
they're
All right.
care.
Also,
And it's,
I
set
don't
up. It's
care.
staged.
can you watch the front row compared to the back rows?
Yeah.
I don't care.
they're
I-
still amped.
There's still 10
It's
people.
okay,
who are
but that's
Yes.
all a video. Like that's just well shot,
I
constructed.
think
social
some
media
of that
stuff.
is actually AI generated in the
It's
background
like
for them.
It's a row
but
of like 10 people
Might be.
across
We
by
just
3
already
rows
had
up.
All right, there could be. But
But it
then
is, you're right,
not
you're
do
right.
that
their
for
social media shit
Yes.
do that for cornhole. Why the fuck aren't we doing
Do you remember
it?
the famous shot
Who
that
cares
Brett
if it's real or
Guy
not?
hit when he was facing
Yeah,
Jamie
it
Graham?
replayed it on ESPN like 8 times.
100%. But do you remember, like, so the crowd was like basically on fucking top of you guys, and it just made it seem. I don't know what even like. It just made it seem like, holy shit, I want to be there.
Yeah.
Like that's what the ACL is kind of missing now. When you guys are like these lonely folks out on the main stage throwing beanbags at a board, like. We
so
can
boring.
appreciate how like talented you are, but the average viewer is like, that's fucking loser.
I want
Yeah.
to be able to turn around to a freaking heckler
It
and
fucking
be like, "Who do you think you
Yes.
are? I am," and just make them better. Okay, that's what I
all-time
What
want
a
to do.
sports reference.
What a great sports reference. That's
Was
great.
that Duke Norm?
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It's a great
That
Duke,
is
Norm
P.
Duke?
Weber.
P. Weber.
P. Weber.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
It was one of those guys.
We're not. Yeah,
I'm not a
I'm
huge
calling him
bowling
the P.
follower, but
we used to have.
I
a
do
bowling
remember
beef.
that
He's
shit,
gonna be
like-
really upset.
Our first beef ever was with a bowling podcast. Like when we first year ever. I don't even remember what they were called, but like yeah, it was like a big thing. We were talking shit back and forth, and then the curling community came to our rescue. So like we joked for
love
years that
curling.
we formed an international like alliance with the curling community against bowling, and it's kind of stuck ever since.
There's a lot of people who participate in cornhole overseas that also do curling, which is
Yeah, 100%.
Because
Yeah,
their
they came to
curling
my
clubs
rescue.
do
I
Oh,
realize
dude,
how
yeah.
many people also do
the
for,
bowling
like,
community was going after me on Twitter, like hardcore after our Twitter, and all these curlers were coming out. Like
So-
I'm like, oh, thank you so much.
I need to toot my own horn,
Please.
final episode here, but
Oh,
your boy was the original international ACL champion.
He was actually.
I don't know if you guys know this.
Yes.
but
You and
way
Calais,
back,
right?
me and Calic, what was it?
Calais. It started with a
Ericsson or something.
Ericsson, yeah. I
Something
think,
like
yeah.
that. He was from Sweden.
Okay.
And it was all virtual. It was deck rounds.
Hell
and
yeah.
him and I took it down and kind of won it in like easy fashion. But
Yeah.
he
I
would
did an
play
international
every
thing.
round inside of a curling community. And he like brought like cornhole into his whole like curling world. And
Love that.
yeah, it was an awesome experience. I have the smallest trophy in the fucking world from the. I mean, I'm talking like it is like this tall for winning that thing. I think it's because the other one they had to ship overseas and they weren't willing to foot that bill. He got it like 6 months later, but
Cool.
yeah, we ended up.
That's why you take an extra suitcase to
Yeah,
bring your trophy.
that's right. I mean, I still have yet to go out there, but someday I do plan to just
I
hit
think
up a
Queen
boy
has
and
a
like
team for Team
you know,
USA.
let it ride.
For sure.
yeah, it was,
I
it
do
was
for-
just
I
a very
forgot
cool
about that
experience.
shit.
Yeah, I was like I literally threw this.
22 teams this year.
I threw my 5 deck rounds in the front driveway of this house that is now empty.
I don't
which is
remember who
like
I was paired with,
That's so sad.
Makes me so sad.
but
It reminds me
does.
of our apartment, which by the way is still empty.
Yeah,
I drive by it every once in a while. I'm like,
I moved out Sunday,
fill it.
and then coming back here today with nothing in there, like it hit
It's
me as soon as I
depressing.
walked in. I'm like, fuck,
Brutal.
man, like we were here for a decade.
well, hit
It
me
was
too.
an
I
awesome
hadn't
house.
seen it empty, and I walked in. I'm like, holy shit, your
Yeah.
fucking house empty. Because
It's
he
way
lives
bigger
around.
now. I'm like,
he lives
holy
like
shit.
basically down this. Like it's embarrassing that drive over here, like to record every night. But like, so he like lives that close, and I like walk in. I'm like, well, this is sad.
Yeah,
Like what the fuck,
Oh,
man?
this
Like
is
you're
sad.
like this official. Like your guys are actually moving. Like it's not pretending
yeah,
anymore.
it is all gone. And like
yeah, I got a little feel. Well, I got to move first because she was like, you should move in early June. And then I had already had a pre-planned vacation. So they actually moved 2 days after I left for a vacation up. Like I was back home for like
Was
a
that
week.
planned or like unplanned?
It wasn't planned that way.
Oh,
Their
it's the
house had just like
cowards.
finished and they had to sign on their house.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they had to. They didn't really
gotcha.
have a choice. But I got to move on June 1st and they moved June 16th.
Wow.
And I had left on the 14th. So it was very sad. It was
is
not,
very
sad.
not a fun time.
It's first, and like at least he's not moving like several states
No,
away.
yeah,
He's
Yeah.
moving 25 minutes away rather than 2 minutes away.
For the
So,
record, I timed it. It is only 20 minutes flat.
fair enough.
It's
not that
only
bad.
like a 4-hour flight if I take
Yeah.
a direct.
Listen, I made it this morning.
Wait, to Buffalo? Is
Can
it
we have-
really 4 hours?
Can we have a conversation that her
There's
flight
no
yesterday?
way.
It's not
There's
fucking
no
4
way it's
hours.
4
to
hours to
We can make
Buffalo.
it
Yeah,
to.
from Fort Lauderdale to Buffalo, it's like
Can I
I
just-
fly.
Bullshit.
I fly into Miami.
No way.
I fly into Miami in like
Yeah.
2.5 hours from
That's
Cleveland.
from Buffalo at 6 a.m. to Baltimore to
here.
Palm Beach.
She made it to my graduation with 5 minutes to spare.
Ooh,
Love
nice.
it. Hell yeah.
I did-
that's great
Well, she was
timing.
supposed to be on a flight last night, got canceled midday. And
Dude,
then
what
the
is
only
going on?
option
Can we
came
talk
back.
about the airports for a second? Like, I flew out from
Buffalo
started a new
airport
job. I flew out last Wednesday. I was supposed to be home Thursday night. I had 5 fucking flights canceled. I ended up having to drive home from New Jersey on Saturday morning because my wife's or my mother-in-law's 70th birthday party was Saturday evening, and I'm like, I can't miss this. My wife is like, it's fine if you miss it, but we can.
Yeah, we all know. We know
It
what
was
that
not
means.
okay if I missed it.
She
Yeah.
says it's fine.
Cannot
until
be
it's
We
not.
find a fucking way to get there.
So I ended up getting a rental car and driving back 6.5 hours. Like, it was better than
I could
Cleveland.
never find a rental car that'll let me do one way like that.
Okay, so let me into secret. You need to become friends with a GM of a rental car company, and he got me a rental car, and he's like, "You just call me with your reservation number, and I'm gonna just change it from round trip to one way." So I'm like, "Are you sure it's gonna work?" He's like, "Yeah, it's a click of a button." I'm like, "I'm gonna trust you, and we're just gonna roll."
And
with
it
this."
worked.
And it worked. It was great.
All
Yeah,
right.
it was great.
Yeah,
So,
what the heck?
yeah.
How do you just make
Shout out to Armando from our Avis car rental. So if you guys ever get in a pinch, you hit me up.
What's
I'll-
the
Brandon,
rental
we'll
price?
text you his number.
I think he
Yeah.
uses national. We just get to walk out and walk straight to a car.
I know,
used to-
and my mom
is
is
nice.
my mom has been
Love
like she's been a traveler. It's like she's been traveling our entire life. She
Yeah.
growing up, like we try to explain to
International travel
people,
and shit like yeah.
my mom was home maybe a week out every month. You know what I mean? Like she just was gone all the
Yeah.
time. So she's been pushing me. She's like, you need to do rent national. I'm like, I'm indebted to this
I enjoy it.
motherfucker
I'm
in
not gonna
Avis.
lie.
I know, but also if you pay attention, Hertz is the easiest way to get top status, just because they only require 15 rentals. I'm traveling 3 or 4 weeks out every month now, so I'm gonna hit that top status now. And then if I go to Avis afterwards, they're linked with United now. I have a United account which I've already status, they match it. So I'm trying to my mom was very impressed. She's like, oh, look at you figuring all this shit out. I'm like, listen, I chat
Type it
GPT
in,
this shit.
Chat GPT, it'll tell
they
you
lay that
all
shit
the
out.
ins and outs,
Claude?
yo.
Homies.
Yeah, correct. I
them.
premium
I think that'd be
ChatGPT
really
now. It
interesting.
planned out this whole thing for me. So
The what?
what their mom looks like.
Yeah, it would be very interesting.
Yeah.
my mom looks like me with long hair,
Okay.
basically,
red hair.
What
Is it red?
a
Is it red
description.
hair?
like
So
brown,
she-
brown hair.
So
Yeah.
you'd never expect she grew up in Boston and
then
then
but
moved to Switzerland.
she was born in Boston, but she grew up in
Boston is on
Switzerland.
my bucket list of places to go.
Yeah.
And then she married a hillbilly from North Ridgeville. So she grew up in very cultured,
Yeah.
grew up in
and
Switzerland
that's
her
our dad
entire
who we
life.
love.
Yeah, and I love my dad, but he grew up yeah, it was just so we have
Polar
a very
opposite, yeah.
crazy family. We have one very polished, uppity-ish kind of fit side,
Yeah.
and then we have my dad's side.
Yeah.
So it's yeah. So we like to say we're
Both like to
girls.
party though.
We
so
can go out
let's
to a
go.
very nice dinner, or we can get down with we can
yeah
get nitty gritty.
Like
Or
you
you're
want to meet
down
in a
and
barn
dirty
and go
and
party,
then
I'm
dive
down with
bar.
that too.
Correct.
Hell yeah.
Correct.
Love it.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you very much again, for you guys coming on. Thank you so much for the multiple times you guys have taken time out of your lives to come on the show. We greatly appreciate it. We're huge fans of you guys. I'm still gonna bug you guys, so even though we're
Yes.
done with the show, you're just
And
kind of
you
stuck
can.
with us. So
Podcasting this.
We could.
So-
We thought about
Hey,
it.
you guys,
Dude, seriously?
please.
do it.
The only key is consistency. So just post
Yep.
something up every week.
And it doesn't have to be every week. It can be every 2 weeks.
Yes,
It's just
just
it's
be
staying
consistent
consistent.
whenever it comes out. People
We're not
look
going
forward
away
to it.
forever.
Plenty
We're-
of the tea. I mean,
Yeah,
We've
tea.
tried to
Yeah,
tell
plenty of
the
tea.
cornhole masses that the biggest problem is there's so many people out there that just want to just be a part of it. So anything
Yeah.
that's posted out, they absorb. So as long as
Yeah.
there's
And every
something
day there's
consistent-
somebody searching into Apple or Spotify cornhole podcast, and we're just fortunate enough to be first on that list if you search for it right now. So there's always room. We're not going away forever. Cornhole's always going to be part of whatever we decide to do in the future, but it's just not going to be the main gig. But you guys are going to be stuck. We're definitely going to have you guys on our new show,
Yes,
whatever we
of
decide
course.
to do. It
Because
doesn't
honestly,
matter.
Miranda,
talk about golf.
yes,
Yeah,
we have to get out and golf.
Yes, I want to
100%.
golf with your dad sometime. By the way, too.
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we?
Your dad's been a
arrange
huge
that to
supporter of the
kinda
show, so thank
go
your
meet
dad
up?
for us. If he does, I'm sure he's listening to this right now.
he
But
will. Trust
yes,
me.
I know. But thank you.
He
Thank you,
will.
Rick.
He
Thank
listens
you
to,
very
I'm pretty
much.
sure, every
He will.
episode.
Yes,
So,
thank you. I know he does. He messages me behind the scenes and stuff, and he's been awesome
Yeah.
supportive. So greatly appreciate you.
No, but
Yeah.
thank you guys so much because you don't even realize how many people just listen to you guys for, you know what I mean, just for cornhole podcasts, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
That we've had such an outlet, and we've gotten to be part of your story for a few years now.
Well, and
Thank
you
you
guys
guys
have
for-
like interesting takes though, and you guys aren't afraid to like express your
Yeah,
opinions.
you guys throw it out
which-
there. Like seriously,
You guys get
we
such
respect the
positive
hell out of it.
feedback from our fans every time you guys are on. Like as much as hate you guys get like on social media at times, like the amount
Yeah.
of like positive things that we hear, like you guys need to have them on again because it's refreshing to hear because there are some people that are like great players that come on and they're guarded. You know what I mean? But like you guys are okay because you guys are polished enough to understand that like, hey, this is the line, but like I can still express my opinion. And I don't think that's lost on listeners. So it's an art. And I think you guys would be killers at doing a podcast together. I really do.
100%.
But if you don't, like,
We
you guys are
thought
always
about
amazing
it.
guests, and
We
we would love to have
tried
you
it
on.
one time.
We thought about
We
it, but
thought
we
about
signed a
it.
contract with the wrong people.
We
So
did.
we had to wait till it expired.
I got
Yeah.
you.
To think about it again, and then we just got busy. But
I know it's
God
hard.
Yeah.
damn it,
It's hard.
GTT.
but yeah, for real. Yeah. That was
Oh, we
really
know.
it.
We almost fell into that trap too, so we're good.
But yeah, we I think you guys have always given us a opportunity to really like come out and talk about, especially after like big wins, and
Of course,
come out and talk
we're
about
your biggest
things that-
cheerleaders. We love seeing you guys
I
do
mean,
that
well.
happen.
Yes.
So I'm really thankful for you guys giving us the opportunity to come out here and just say what really happened and leave it all out on the table. And I hope that we can continue to do that in the future.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, and you guys are so
We're
good
very
for the
proud
game.
to be part of your
so
guys' journey.
keep on
Oh, yeah.
keeping on. Like,
Well, if I'm
seriously,
ever
so
in-
good.
Miranda, what area are you in Florida?
I'm in Delray Beach.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
So we're Southeast Florida in between like Palm Beach and Fort
I
Lauderdale.
got you.
So the company I work for, we have our warehouse in Pompano.
But we
No,
love
South Park.
Pompano.
Yeah.
Sound fun.
Yeah, it's
and
like 30
also
minutes
have
from
a facility in Palm Beach, now in Orlando. So we're growing ever, and I handle everything for Florida. I just do it from Cleveland. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that I travel down
There's
there
a
more
lot of
frequently
crossover
coming
with
here
Florida and
soon.
Cleveland, as I've learned.
And
Yes.
Lori, one of my new territories is New York. So I'm going to be out like in there. Like I was already in New Jersey. I'm going to New York City this week, but I have a whole bunch of territories in New York. So if I'm ever in Buffalo, I'm definitely
Don't
hitting you
forget,
up.
It's Buffalo.
I know,
the
I know.
North Buffalo, like Niagara Falls, and then
For sure.
Basically Canada,
And-
like
Oh, I get
That's
it.
it.
Lori, for the record, if you ever land like any kind of deal doing some kind of tour, I am
I love
reaching
it.
out to you because
Yes.
we are not that far away in Chautauqua, and we do like full week like family vacations.
For sure.
Every year we go to Niagara Falls, but guess what? I don't need to see Niagara Falls anymore.
I'm
Yes.
coming. There's no way I don't get the deal. There's no way.
I think it would be awesome.
If that's
whenever your
if that's
first tour
really
is,
your
like,
plan, like I will come like 12 deep.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we will
I'll go.
all come and watch
Oh, yeah.
you,
We'll go.
and we will
I
love
will
the
go
shit
to
out
the
of it.
air that is the Locks
No.
tour again.
I love history, and I am so excited.
I just think you'd be really good at it, and like you would
'Cause I'm-
really, really enjoy it.
I'm like Vince Vaughn. Like it would be
I think it's like less of like
Yes.
like Vince
I
Vaughn.
love
It'd be
that.
funny.
I'm like,
I think it's less of
fun.
it's like something you would like be good at, but just something that you
By air, land, and sea, you're going to take over
absolutely.
Buffalo.
I think it would be something that you can like
Let me-
put a little passion into.
Let
I think that would
Let
be
me
great.
be Vince Vaughn on my.
I am not
historical
understanding the
walk tour.
reference. I'm gonna act like I do.
She has no idea.
It's by air, land, and sea. What movie is that? I'm trying to blank out. It's
It's not Wedding Crashers.
No, no,
Well,
no, no,
Jennifer
no, no, no.
Aniston in it.
No, I know. God
Oh,
damn
that's
it.
for.
Is that the one where they
No,
fight?
no, it's not
Oh,
for
God,
Christmas.
no,
Fight
that's
all the
fuck. No, that's that's
The breakup?
Is it?
The breakup, isn't that?
Is it the? No, it's not
Yeah, the breakup.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
the breakup.
Oh, I don't watch that because like he upsets me in that movie, and I like him.
I get
He
it.
does, and he takes on that
It's
role.
one of
well,
those like
but he's very
rom-coms
funny
where
in it.
like, oh,
Yeah,
I
put
wish
it
it
on
would have
that
worked
role.
out differently,
However,
but I'm
the
happy
breakup.
everyone's happy in
Is
the
he,
end.
doesn't he like look like your brother?
No, my
No.
brother looks like
the guy who did the NASCAR intro.
Yes, he looks like. Yeah.
Not Vince Vaughn. Not
What
Vince
is the
Vaughn.
guy's
Best
name?
friends with Adam Sandler. I can't get my
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the guy's name? Why am I?
Oh,
not-
best friends with Adam Sandler. You're talking about
Kevin.
Kevin James.
Kevin James.
Oh yeah,
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 like
yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
James.
I always get them mixed.
He looks.
Actually,
my brother looks like
when I used to be
Kevin
clean
James.
shaven, that's
You
who
get Kevin
everyone said
James
that I was
and
Kevin
Vince
James.
Vaughn confused.
Just no. Her brother, I think, looks like a mix of both, but
Oh,
she thinks
okay.
he just looks like Kevin James.
Interesting.
So
Okay, fair enough.
I'm always like, oh yeah, wait, do we think that he looks like Vince? I think he looks like Vince Vaughn.
No,
Fair
my
enough.
brother looks like an
I
Italian.
think it's because you think Vince Vaughn is good looking and you don't want to think about your brother that
No,
way.
I get that
So I
completely,
think
yeah.
that's why.
That's
You
weird.
think
Yeah,
he looks
yeah,
more
I
like
get
Kevin
that.
James.
100%.
No, he looks like
This one goes out to you,
100%.
Corey's brother. I think he looks like Vince Vaughn, to be fair. So,
Fair enough.
My brother looks like an Italian.
That one's for you, Jay. That one's for you, Jay.
Well, I'll find you a picture. You'll figure it out.
Please.
Oh.
All right, so we'll let the folks go at home. We'll have you guys hang on just for a minute so we can say bye to you in a personal way. But again, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back just in 2 days with the final episode.
Yeah.
So
We'll throw it out there.
Yeah, just to prepare you guys. Like, I lost my shit at the end. I try to hold it together as much as I can, but just bear with us.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I'm not the crier,
Yeah.
but his crying made me kind of choke up.
Yeah,
so that's
she
just
starts
kind of how
crying,
it
and I
goes.
start
you know?
crying. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's just one of those.
Right?
And you held it together for a very long time.
I tried. Yeah, I really
was
tried.
talking for the first 45 minutes, and then afterwards, Dane just kind of assumed the role.
Yeah,
of
I've
talker,
made my peace, but
my
it still gets me, man. Like
Correct, so-
it is sad.
Correct. So, all right. Well, as always, we hope you throw it straight. It's nothing but four baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later.
Recording stopped.
Easy as that.
See.
Look at